Remember I was telling you guys about how to make America great again? And an old Mexican lady gave me a little notebook and I said, yes. Can you give me your autograph? And I told her, why? Do you know who I am? No, but you are someone. And I told her, you know what, I'm no one, I'm nobody. And we had an ontological, metaphysical discussion that lasted for 15 minutes. She was saying that I was someone, and I was telling her, I'm no one, I'm nobody, you're mistaken. At the end, I made a little cartoon of myself holding hands with a Smurf. My name is Victor Rodriguez, I'm an artist, I'm a painter from Mexico City. I've been living in New York for 20 years. I don't remember choosing this. I guess it's something you just have to do. I've been working all my career in painting, very big formatted paintings of a very realistic figuration. My way to understand beauty is by depicting it, apprehending it, and describing it. I try to make them the way that makes me feel satisfaction. And the only way I am satisfied is by doing them in a way that it's very Apollonial, like the god Apollo, no? Like not beautiful, but not chaotic. You know, there's certain order, there's certain architecture, there's certain rules, lots of rules that you have to follow. And that's the way I fight against the dizziness of freedom, you know, the anxiety that you have when you can do basically whatever you want. What I think a good piece of art achieves is when it becomes a mirror where the spectator sees things in a new light or discovers new parts of themselves. Art itself is the least important piece of the art world sometimes. Well, there are many standard definitions of art. To me, the most honest one is giving form to some bullshit that you came up with. I never went to art school, so I always did from the beginning whatever shit I was pleased, even if it was unfashionable or ridiculous or cheesy. Because I didn't have any reference. I didn't want to belong to anything because I didn't know anything. That vaccinated me against trying to belong. And I think that in the end, if you succeed doing that, great. But if you don't, at least you succeed also because you did what you wanted. In the other case, if you were doing work just to be accepted, just for the anxiety of the status, and you succeed, well, that's fine. But if you don't, then that must be the worst feeling in the world. I'll tell you one thing about inspiration. It exists. There are things that sometimes give you, you know, an extra motivation. But you have to find it, you have to work, and you have to develop a method, a methodology of working. You cannot count on the inspiration part because you're not doing. Every painting is not just like an isolated item. It's a break in a wall. Inspiration just as like a magical act of enlightenment, no, I don't think it exists. A good part of the last 25 years, I have devoted my professional time to make paintings of one person. This person being my ex-wife. I started in 1988. And I continue to do so. She's a great model. There was a time when I was doing it to impress her. Then it became an act of love. Then it has been transforming as life goes on because it's been a long time. But now it's a more mature, serious project. It's not like fun and games, you know, like it was 15 years ago. I have found excellent people to work with. I was lucky when I got to New York the first time that I met a guy named Ivan Karp, a gallery owner. He worked in the 60s with Leo Castelli, and Leo Castelli Gallery in 1960-61 was the first to represent the pop artists, you know, Lichtenstein and Jasper Jones and Warhol and all of them. When I met him, he was old, he was like 70 or 80 years old, but he was one of these guys, old school, with a gun, that had this idea that he would see every artist that went to his gallery with slides, he would take the time to see them. And of course, he would tell you, this is shit. Okay, I don't want to see you again. Or he would just take his gun and leave. You work so bad, I might kill you. You know? So I went, and he told me, okay, these 3 paintings in the slides are okay. Make 20 and come back. And he brought me a little paper, and bring me this paper so I remember. So I went back to Mexico, and I worked for a year, and I came back with those 20 paintings. As I was entering the gallery, he screamed, "What the fuck are you doing?" He knew who I was. And I showed him the paper he gave me. And he just ripped it and threw it and said, "Get out of here." "But you told me to make..." Okay, so well, okay, show me whatever, let's see your stupid things. So I started rolling them. And he gave me a show, and he bought me 2 of those right away. And this was very important because I didn't have any money, and I arrived a week before in New York with my then wife. And that's how I started. My definition of success is people who are happy doing what they do and with the things they have, and satisfied with whatever they have. That's success. When I came to New York with nothing, no gallery, nothing, no money, imagine if I went back to my family and I failed now, okay, now you're right, I'm gonna have to do whatever job you think I should. But I didn't, I stayed here, and well, this is the incredible result of that. I can still fail. It's an everyday struggle. What keeps me going is a mental health issue. It's not, for sure, it's not sanity. It's not sanity. It's not also that I don't have any other marketable skill and I need to pay the rent. It's some Sisyphean, like Sisyphus, the myth of Sisyphus. You remember that guy? The king Sisyphus was punished in the ancient Greek mythology with, he had to roll up a mountain, a huge rock, every day. And when he reached the top, the roll would fall, and the next day he would have to do it again and again and again. So you imagine that Sisyphus is suffering, just thinking all this effort is for nothing. You know, tomorrow is the same, my life has no meaning, blah, 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 blah. But the point is to imagine Sisyphus happy. I am happy that I have to carry that rock every day.